Alrighty, I believe I am here. I'm here. Kenny, you hanging out in the vertical chat this evening? Alright, welcome everybody. I'm still trying to get some of the things all situated so we don't have a away team lineup just yet, as my predictions of the score and the actual is very, very far from the truth. But JNO leading things off, looks at ball one, and we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. As we are actually on the first inning. And the top of that. And that one's in there, first strike. So, Barnes has actually pitched fairly well, but he's run into some issues with everything else. And I gotta... Alright, sorry, I didn't have the right setup there. So, 2-2. And that is looking strike three. One away. Again, Barnes has played or pitched okay, not great. Last game, 5 innings. I do not bet on the game. I do not... All right, so Ancheong moving up into the second hole here in the 2-hole. Batting DH, again, they're just trying to get some sort of offense as he looks at strike one in there on the inside. Again, Barnes has 4.65 ERA on the season, 1-2. His last game, 5 innings, gave up 4 runs. Before that, 6 innings, 2 runs, but took a loss. Yeah, I think this is from 2018. I haven't been back since. And Ancheong with the slow dribbler, Barnes to throw and gets him in time. I do not watch MLB anymore. I used to. But I work during the day. And since I work during the day, that's usually when the MLB games are on. So I kind of quit watching. All right, Peraza stepping in. Fouls that one back and out of play. I live in Korea, so I don't know where people are watching the game these days, honestly. All right, the 0-1 pitch misses low and outside, 1-1. So Barnes again has not pitched extremely well this year, has not pitched extremely poorly, but kind of no offense to go with his good pitching days. And then when he does give up 3 or 4 runs, again, the offense doesn't quite pick him up. He has pitched really well against Hanwha last year, 4 games, as Peraza swings through that one, 2-2. Last year against Hanwha, pitched in 4 games, was 2-0. Hanwha hit 217 against him. He gave up 6 runs in those 4 games. 2022 is that one's way outside ball 3. Out of our first full count here. And 2022, he pitched in 3 games, had a 150 ERA. He was 3-0. So in 7 games against Hanwha, he's 5-0. Yeah. And that is a strikeout looking, his second strikeout looking on the day. And Hanwha goes 1, 2, 3 to start the game. All right, I will try to get the old other lineup set up here. Try to get things situated. And center, Jung Ho. Sung-min. Third batter, Reyes, got that. Fourth batter, Junjunu, got that. Fifth batter, yeah. You were thinking that they had a chance. I just don't. So try to get back over here. Ryu Hyun-jin on the mound, 5.21 ERA. He has pitched better as of late. Got win number 100 in his KBO career last week on Tuesday. So now that that's kind of out of the way, I really wonder about the offense. Or the defense. They really have played pretty poor defense behind him. But now maybe that he has got that out of the way, maybe they'll play better defense. I don't know. Because I'm still rushing to get this all fixed here. Number 8 batter. All right. Ryu Hyun-jin, the first pitch underway and in there for a strike. 140 on the gun, middle almost. And let's see, who's our 8th batter? And in there for a strike, quickly 0-2. You have 2 of the worst offenses in the league, so it'll be interesting to see if any of the welcome, and that's going to be a bloop right over the jumping second baseman Moon Hyun Bin, and there goes the perfect game. If you thought he was going to have a perfect game for his 101st victory, unfortunately you were wrong. Park Sung Hook. Oh, Park Sung, not Gung. Alright, I think I got that fixed. You guys can have the lineup now, as I believe I've got everything. Toilet boil, I got that. Alright, there's first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. I got sound effects, ladies and gentlemen. I've got everything you could possibly want, except a team that wins. All right, to the 0-1 pitch, and that's chopped, and that's going to be another single, as the middle infield just isn't quite able to make the grab. And he's quickly throwing strikes. He is throwing strikes today. Throwing strikes, but unfortunately, they're also hitting them. And here comes a dangerous middle of the lineup for Lotte. So Reyes, the big 6'6" righty, looks at strike 1 in there. I don't know what Lee Do-yoon was doing. I really don't know. He should have at least stopped that and gotten 1 out there. And that's going to be a ground ball to Ryu Hyun-jin, but bobbles it a little bit. Able to get the out at first, but the runners move over to second and third, but 1 out. He's upset at himself. He's saying things I don't know how to say in Korean to his glove. As he, again, he makes that, he's got at least a double play at second, maybe the leadoff runner over at third, but gathered himself again and then tossed her over to, so 1 away, throwing the ball well. Chunjunu now in the batter's box for Lotte as he makes a grounder, and that's going to be a 6-3, but Lotte on the board. Again, just not hit hard enough, and the infield was playing back, and I'm not sure exactly why. With I'm not sure why he was playing so far back. I don't get it. You got runners on second and third. You can't make it. You can't have a double play. There's no play reason. Again, trying to figure out what this team does. Who knows? As that's a ball way up high. So Lotte already ahead, 1-0. Nasung, yep, sitting 270 on the season. Okay. So before he was taken down 160 or 200. Since he's come back, 318 on the season. I don't know. He's still on the roster. I guess they just want Lee Do-yoon to have at least one game. I guess, I don't know. And an error on the ball, Boyo down in right field, as we've got ourselves a 2-2 count here. My guess is that they're again. Hwang Young-mook is a better defender, a better offensive player than Lee Do-yoon. I'm just not. And Che Jae-hoon tries to frame that pitch but misses it, and we've got ourselves a full count here. So the thing with Ryu's dissatisfaction is again, pitchers are going to be upset because those are calls that they were getting before, but is that strikeouts number one for Ryu Hyun-jin. Does give up one run, but yeah, I wouldn't say that was an awful outing for the first inning there. Just super difficult for him, as Lotte has 2 hits on the early evening. Ryu Hyun-jin, he's upset about it because he's not getting the calls that he would be getting if they didn't have. But again, he hasn't been in the league for 11 years. He doesn't realize how bad that strike zone was before, so he's upset about that. But there would be other times where he'd be upset about other calls. So overall, pitchers are gonna get calls that they didn't normally get, and they're also not gonna get calls that they normally wouldn't get. But his dissatisfaction is more about it's not a perfect system, because I believe they measure it at the back of the middle, basically at where the 17-inch wide plate ends, and it starts to angle into the triangle. And I believe that's where it marks. So a guy that throws a lot of off-speed pitches that, with a lot of different movement and rotation may not get those calls that he would get other ways. But there hasn't been anything that I'm just like, oh my God, how can that? There's an issue. So he can be upset all he wants, but I haven't personally seen anything egregious. So my long, super winded answer. All right, Barnes. Quick 1-0 lead here for him, and he's going to face Noshiwan. Yeah, it's Hanwha. That's all you can say. As he looks at strike one. Again, Barnes is, Barnes is 5-0 in his career against Hanwha with an ERA around 2.0. So, yeah, I'm not. That misses way low. Ball 1-1. So Seung has not had a lot of success with the old rain, as that one misses outside 2-1. So the 20th. I'm trying to read that, but I can't because I'm busy with other things. And that's fouled straight back. 2-2. Was not fooled on that one. He hasn't pitched that bad against Hanwha. Like I even had I have all of his stats here. You know, he pitched 2 games against them last year, was 1-1. And that's going to be another strikeouts. Again, Barnes, last year 24 Ks in 22 innings. The year before 18 Ks in 8 innings. Hanwha strikes out a ton. I'm going to guess that he's probably going to have it double digits at least. You know, I could see him having 10 to 12, maybe 13 strikeouts on the day. Just if there's anything over there. Welcome, welcome. Turbo Moksa. So, and Cheon-sung moved back up in the lineup. I'm not really sure about this. He looks at 0-1 and swings through that and is quickly down 0-2. I just don't you gotta be able to Noshiwan is that one is lifted foul. Noshiwan from Busan? I thought he was an Incheon guy. I was thinking he was from Incheon. No, he is Busan. All right, the 0-2 pitch and misses way outside. Good idea there as Cheon-sung and An Chi-young have both been swinging at pitches way outside the zone this year over in the other batter's box. Good idea to go out there. And he misses, swings through that one, but he's going to be on first base with a strikeout and a pass ball. Kenny, I'm well aware of that one because I am a Cardinals fan. So a strikeout, pass ball, runner on first as he swings at a pitch that he has to back his back leg up just so he doesn't hit him. Just absolutely amazing that he's on base. Jung In-won stepping in, 167 on the season. He is playing center field again, and I will say that Jung In-won is not hit well. He is still getting on at a 340 or 345 on base percentage, but they've asked him to play second base. He, played okay there. They asked him to play left. He's played really good left field. Now they're asking him to play center field. He's been playing center field really well. For him to be moving around the field everywhere, but then still able to play solid defense in positions that are very, very different from what he's supposed to be playing, you gotta say that, have no problems with it, even if he does struggle offensively. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Misses way outside, 2-1. We're going to flip some stuff. And that one's fouled, giving chase over and up against the tarp. One thing that Lotte fans are going to need to worry about is the long ball. Barnes has already given up 7 home runs on the season. He gave up 8 all of last year. And we are very quickly into the season here. It seems to be a very recurring theme this year with a lot of long balls. So the 2-2 pitch and swings, and that strikeout's number 3, number 5 on the day, number 3 on the inning, but we're still 2 outs away. He's got that slider. He throws that slider 36% of the time. And that's something that left-handers really struggle against, is that left-handed. But yeah, write that down in that notepad. Psst, guy's awful. And Moon Yun Bin is going to step in. I really hope they update his song soon, as he swings through that one. 0-1. He could have a 4K inning, yeah. Moon Yun Bin, 241 on the season, 323 on-base percentage. Has spent time back down in the second league once already this season. And misses inside. Let it hit you, man. Let it hit you. Let it hit. Clip that uniform. Get on base. No Shiwan this season against Lotte is hitting a very robust 111. I guess if you don't want to have to hit against Lotte anymore, you could just join their team. But here comes the 1-1 pitch, and that's a chopper. Barnes gloves it, drops it, and then throw over to first, and that is 4 away. As Hanwha has yet to hit a ball past the pitcher. Ladies and gentlemen, Hanwha has yet to hit a ball past the pitcher. I love Hanwha baseball. I do. It's my favorite. Has not hit a ball past the pitcher. 5 strikeouts and 2 ground outs to the pitcher. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, I've got to send out my broadcasting notifications. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Nope, wrong button. Yukon Nam is going to be leading things off for there we go. Again, trying to get things all fixed in the death taxes in these two. Man, you're telling me. All right. And catches the outside corner. 0-1. I think the KBO would implode upon itself if I gotta, as we've got a 1-2 count here, I've got to fix his strikeouts look. And that's going to be another leadoff single. So, Ryu Hyun-jin is, after his win, he's pitched okay in the following. And, whoa, misses way above his head, and that's going to be ball one. So, after Ryu Hyun-jin has had, he had he's has 2 wins on the season. Pitched okay for the one, 0, the pitch, or the game after, he's kind of and then, so we'll see if the is a regular thing or if it was just a one-off thing. But he's on so much rest. The last time he pitched was last Tuesday. So, he was supposed to pitch Sunday. That game was rained out. And then he was supposed to pitch yesterday, and that game was rained out as he fouled off of his foots 1-2. So, what's he? So much rest. How's he going to pitch? There is such thing as too much rest. A little rusty, but doesn't seem like he's missing that much. As beautiful looking strike there as he catches the outside corner. And it goes that as that's his second strikeout. It was a beautiful pitch. Beautiful, beautiful pitch. And another pitch on the inside. Ooh. Get my stuff. There we go. Here we go. And in there, 0-2. Ooh, big hook that just doesn't quite hook enough. He was trying to get that very top of the zone there. And 1-2. Poor girl. Not only does she has to stand in the middle of all those Lotte fans, and that misses way outside. So I was watching something with like Adam Wainwright, I think, and he was talking about the great pitchers don't get strikeouts on 2-2 pitches and 3-2 pitches. Is that swing and a miss as he just gets a strikeout there? They get strikeouts on 1-2 pitches and 0-2 pitches. Oh, 3 strikeouts now for him. Already 8 strikeouts in the game between these two teams. We'll just say it's because they're rusty. Yeah, we'll call it that. Park Sung-wook stepping in, 172 on the season. Looks at strike one. Let's get this game going. And chops that one foul. 0-2. Love a quick game here. Especially Lotte with their 75 different pitch clock violations throughout the day. And the 0-2 pitch misses way outside, 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch misses outside. He is nibbling at the corners, trying to get a bite. Why is that? And that's going to be a chopper to second and tosses over to Lee Do-yoon, and that's 3 away. Another leadoff single, but he works around this one. And we will go to the top of the third. Hanwha down 1-0. I think that's by design. Like I wouldn't be concerned about that at all. They don't. That's the thing is they don't worry about the. So here's the thing is in the in the spring training it was a concern because they were going to kind of their plan was okay we're gonna try it out in the first half, and then in the second half, we're going to decide if we want to implement it. Well, then in the spring, they're like, oh, we're not going to use it this year at all. So a couple of the teams were like, well, okay, then why are we going to be concerned about it? Whenever, Lotte's not good, so they have a lot of base runners on, and they're more concerned about those base runners. So why would they ever be concerned about the pitch clock that means nothing? Because it's going to be completely different next year. Welcome, Franco. Franco, just so you know, there's 2 of them. You're in the vertical chats. The horizontal, if you're on a computer or TV or anything like that, then you might want to join the horizontal, which is a little bit more lively. No problem, man. All right. Jae-jae leading things off for Hanwha, and that is a strike in there. 0-1. And did he get hit? No, he didn't get hit. He hasn't been hit since he came back. He's only played in 1 game, I believe. Yeah, he's gone, I think. And in there for a strike. 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Way outside, 2-2. Yeah, there's a little bit better over here. All right, the 2-2 pitch coming up here for Choi Jae-hoon. Barnes shakes him off, nods yes, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Strikeouts number 6 on the day. Good Lord. Oh my. Already 6. Good Lord. Through 2.1 innings, he's got 6 strikeouts. And again, Hanwha is still trying to hit a ball past the pitcher. What's up, Alan? And Lee Do-yoon looks at strike 1 in there. And a horrible swing, 0-2. So here we go, the 0-2 pitch. Again, Barnes is just dealing. He's 38 pitches so far, and we got a hit past the pitcher. It's a ground out to the second baseman, and we've got 2 away. Well done, Hanwha. Next up, a hit out of the outfield. A boy can dream. A boy can dream. And that was not a good hit either. That was a slow dribbler to the second baseman who fields it just on the edge of the infield grass. Wow. And back to the leadoff batter. Chano steps in, swings at a pitch nowhere near the strike zone. So, Franco, a handful of us live here in Korea. Like I live in Korea. Kenny lives in Korea. Kiwi lives in Korea. That's a strike on the bottom corner. 2-0, 0-2. Bet 365 is probably having issues because up until May it was free, and now in order to stream, and that's a strikeout looking. Good lord, that's his second strikeouts looking on the day, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts now for Barnes through 3 innings. Hanwha has yet to find the outfield. Jeez. Wow, 7 Ks. Again, and the thing is 7 Ks, and welcome, sir. Greetings from Korea. I'm telling you guys, Barnes, 7 games he's pitched against Hanwha has just owned them. He's 5-0. So I wasn't expecting much from Hanwha. They are just swinging at anything close to basically swinging anything that's thrown in their direction. Who knows? Maybe there's something in Sosan. Yeah, so no. So hold up before that. I don't know about but the company that broadcast internet and mobile was giving free KBO until May. Since May, from May 1st, you have to pay to be able to stream. And what happened is maybe Bet 365 as first pitch in there for a ball. It's very possible that Bet 365 is no longer broadcasting because they don't have the free stream. But you could try to put some in there. I've heard of some other ones. Is that in there for a strike? Yeah. So you could try it. But I really have no idea. I know there are some other ones, so you can always try them out. And just catches the outside. But you're welcome to watch that and then check out this for your English commentary. I'm probably ahead of whatever you're streaming, though, as that just misses outside. 2-2. Nick, am I ahead of you still? And a chopper to Ryunjin turns and fires. 1 away. So, Kiwi, you're way behind me. Front Ranger. And first pitch swing and flies. Chain-ho under it and 2 away. You're ahead of me now? Yeah, so I switched kind of the cables that I was running, and so I think now you might be ahead of me. Yeah. So I'm no longer on my HD TV. I'm now on just regular cable. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to do here. Is that one on the top of the zone? 0-1. Because you should be 2 to 3 seconds behind me because I have a 2-second delay on my broadcast. And that one misses way in, almost hits him in the hands. 1-1. He has not pitched well for LG this year. That misses inside a ball, too. So against Yu Hyun-jin in the spring, he was 2 for 3. So Kia has got the bases loaded with 2 outs in the third. KT is beating NC 0-0 and then already 3-1 SSG. The 2-2 pitch fouled up against his leg after hitting the dirt, and that keeps it 2-2. So Reyes 2 for 3 against Yu Hyun-jin in the spring game. Obviously doesn't mean anything. But I just think about how bad Hanwha and Lotte would be this year if they didn't have their foreign bats. If they had their foreign bats from last year, oh my lord. And that goes swinging. And that'll be the end of the third. We've still got a 1-0 score. As a little bit of a pitcher's duel going today. I'm sorry that you are you are relying on Hanwha to win a game. I love the confidence in them, but yeah, Alan, is it good pitching or is it questionable hitting? I will say I think it's good pitching. Again, you got 2 lefties on the mound, and not only that, but you got two teams that are, at least Hanwha is very heavy lefty, and they just do not hit lefties well. We'll be coming back pretty soon. An Ji-hong should be leading things off for Hanwha. 0 for 1 with a ground out to the pitcher way back in the first inning. And 1, 2, 3. Looks at ball 1. Looks at strike right down the middle. Again, over 1 on the day. Has not been hitting well. Has been chasing a lot of strikes out of the zone as he swings at another pitch. A ground ball to third. Picks it up, and that's another ground ball out. As the 5-3 putouts on your scorecards at home. So I feel so strange saying this. So through 3 1/3 innings, Hanwha has still not hit it out of the infield grass as Peraza steps in. And when I say that, it's the Lotte fielders, so Lotte has fielded 3 ground balls, or sorry, 4 ground balls, 2 to the pitcher, 1 to the second baseman, and 1 to the third baseman. And both ground balls to the second and third baseman were fielded at the edge of the infield grass, the front of the edge. And so they literally have not hit a ball out of the infield grass. Peraza looks at ball 1. Oh, Hanwha has been awful. And misses outside, 2-1. So they just showed Peraza's friend and his friend's mom. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a 6-3 ground out that was fielded in the infield dirt. Hanwha has officially hit a ball out of the infield grass, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, they only have to hit one into the outfield grass. Ladies and gentlemen, Hanwha is pushing the boundaries of this offense. Noshiwan getting a check on his watch from the umpire as he has to go around, get acknowledgement, and slow the game down even more. And that one misses low and inside. 1-0. Yeah. Oh, and that one catches the top of the zone, 1-1. Again, this whole pitch clock violation thing is it's a waste of time, because not only are you like, okay, it doesn't mean anything, but then the umpire has to come around from behind the catcher as Noshiwan almost falls down, swinging and fouling that one off. The umpire has to come around from behind home plate and, point to the pitcher or point to the hitter, and then turn around and signal to the scorer so they can jot down a statistic that means absolutely nothing. But here's the 1-2 pitch, way outside, 2-2. What a fun game we've got today, ladies and gentlemen. And here comes the 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled out of play, 2-2. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do some changing around. So if I broadcast from my living room with the HD TV set-top box, then I am ahead of you guys. And then if not, so this room, my studio, I just have a regular cable plugged into the wall, so I'm a little bit behind because I'm not on the HD TV. And it may be SBS also. But yeah, like I have the stream set at ultra low latency, which means 2 seconds, and a 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled off to keep it 2-2. So yeah, so if you're watching and I'm watching, you should be about, like, the quickest you should be is 2 seconds ahead. But if I'm ahead of you, that means your guys' internet is pretty, or your TV is a little rough. All right, the 2-2 pitch, and swing and a miss. Hanwha through 4 innings have struck out 8 times, and they are still looking to hit the ball out of the infield. This is fun. 8 Ks through 4. I love the fact that not only is it 8 Ks, but It's 8 Ks and 5 grounders, which is 13 outs because he struck out one. He struck out Cheon Song, who reached base because of the pass ball. Only against Hanwha. Ooh, lead 1-0. A very, very solid lead against Kium. And we should be back here. Why does it keep doing that? That's really annoying. All right. Ryuhan Jin still out there on the mound. 45 pitches through 3 innings. Apparently there was a ball at some points, and I don't know where it was, but there was one. And there is a really, really bad swing for a strike. I think that's a safe bet there, sir. Yeah, Barnes hasn't pitched horribly. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman and one away. Like his last 4 games, he pitched. Last 5 games, five innings, gave up 4 runs, no decision. Before that, 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, but lost. Game before that, 8 innings, 3 runs, got the win there. Before that, 6 innings, 4 runs, took the loss. Before that, 6 innings, 2 runs, no decision. He could easily be 5-2, and no one would be saying much. So I believe that's a strike. 1-0. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. So Nasun Yup fouls that one back and out of play. 1-2. Hanwha has lost 1-0 already this year to Lotte. Yeah, once you get into those KBO bullpens, things get real interesting. And that's another strikeout looking. 5th strikeouts. 13 strikeouts so far through. Just. All right, Yukong Nama 1 for 1 on the day with a single. He was the last player to reach safely in this game. And looks at strike 1, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch fouled away, 0-2. We are just throwing strikes and just barely missing bats when they do. A pitching clinic here in Busan as they are 1 hour in. Let me set them up outside. Rolls over that shortstop. 6, 3, and 4 away. Cruising. That's pretty good. I can't complain. I've been here for over a decade now. Maybe it'll be better once I take over as manager. I moved here to just pitch. I said pitch. I can't pitch anymore. I moved out here to teach English for a few years. I wanted to come here for 3 years and move to China and then travel the world. And yep, I'm still here. Did not leave. So yeah, I love so SBS puts up Ryuhan Jin 4 innings, three hits against 5 Ks, 54 pitches, but they say nothing about the fact that Barnes has 8 strikeouts. Like, come on now. the Kamlu. You just got to go for it, man. All right. We've got the top of the 5th. I think I got some bottom of the 4th. Yeah, I got the bottom of the 4th music. And Chan Sung a grounder to shorts. 1 pitch, 1 out. But that was almost to the edge of the infield dirt, ladies and gentlemen. He almost fielded that in the outfield grass. So close. Almost. All right, here we go. Jung In-won struck out in his first at-bat, if you can believe that. Looks at ball 1 just on the outside. And the 1-0 pitch, he bunts, throws it down. Barnes the throw, and out. He tried to bunt his way on. I love the idea. Unfortunately, just not quite executed well. I don't mind the bunt here, except it just wasn't executed quite correctly. A little bit more down the third base line, and that's a single. And again, you gotta try to get a runner on as they're down. Munyet. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball into the outfield, and that is gonna be an out. But we made it to the outfield grass, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all give it up for Hanwha, as they have hit a ball to the outfield grass. Well done, Hanwha. Only took 5 innings to get a ball to the outfield grass. Well on our way to victory today, ladies and gentlemen. Well on our way. Yeah, that was a... that almost landed an old Texas leaguer. Wow. That's the first fly ball that he has given up. That is the first ball that has been hit into the air in play. Yeah, 5th inning. 5th inning. Well done. And, ladies and gentlemen, Barnes did not have a strikeout that inning. Hanwha's got him right where they want him. Didn't strike anybody out. Hit a ball to the edge of the grass, or the edge of the infield dirt, and then hit a ball all the way into the outfield grass. All right, we are ready for the bottom of the fifth here. I said 0 outs. Change. I didn't say any balls. 0 outs. 0 outs. Why? 1 out. 0 outs. There we go. Now that I got my stuff. So, Ryunjin, again, he's been, you can't say anything about his pitching. He's got 5 strikeouts. He's given up 3 singles. As gets that one at the top of the inside zone. 0-1. And misses outside. 1-1. Hanwha's got a new Hanwha special. They bunt with 2 strikes. They bunt with 2 strikes, and that's foul down the first base line. A little catch ball between dad and the kid. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Kim Min Suk, swing and a miss. Ladies and gentlemen, strikeouts number 6. Oh, I gotta adjust that one. There's a little gap in that one. All right. We are an hour into this game, and a swing and a miss. Iju Chan, 0 for 1 on the day, struck out in his first at-bats. And bounces that one in the dirt. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. The changeup way out in front of that one. And Yu Hyun-jin, fastball changeup. 43%, 44% of the time he's going to throw that fastball. And ladies and gentlemen, the fun is ended as we've got another base runner. Single number 4 on the day for Lotte as they bloop it into right field in front of Peraza. And we are now gonna hit the bottom of the order. Number 9, Pak Sung-uk. Grounded out to the second baseman in his first at-bats. Well, force out. Ooh, the beautiful Lotte bunt. Misses outside, 1-0. Thank you, Lotte, for bunting. I'll send you guys a gift basket in the mail. And resets the 1-0 pitch. He swings, and they just said on the broadcast he fouled that, but he did not foul that. Yeah, that was just a strike. Come on, broadcast. What are you doing, man? Kenny's a Lotte fan. Kenny's a Lotte fan. Jakey's a Lotte fan. Kiwi's a Hanwha fan. And chopped foul, 1-2. Alan's a Doosan fan. We've got ourselves a smorgasbord of foreigners. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be singled up the middle. He's going to go first to third, or at least he's going to try it. And they bobble it in second, and he's sliding into second. safe on the air. So we're going to have a single and an E8. And once again, the defense behind Ryuhyun fails as that single up the middle. Jung In-won tries to pick it up to get the throw in, ends up misplaying it, bobbles it. And Park Seung-wook makes his way into second base, and now they've got runners on second and third with only one out once again. And this is how they scored their one run before. So Yu Dong-hee 1 for 2 on the day, singled, and he is the one Lotte run. That was an awful slide. He keeps the glove on him and he's out. Simple, simple, simple. As he swings and misses that pitch way on the outside. Ryuhyun's still only thrown 67 pitches, so here comes pitch number 68. They are at the top of the order, though. And that's way outside, 1-1. There's always a chance that it could get busted wide open right before the old break. Ryuhyun has struggled a little bit in the 4th and 5th innings. The second time through the lineup, he's struggled a little bit. It's gotten better as he definitely went around. No way. I call that a strike from here. Oh, he went. Umpires, next time refer to me, please. Because that was an awful call by the first base ump. So, fly ball into center field. Under it, that's going to be 2 away. But once again, another run is going to score. As we've got a sacrifice fly to the center fielder. Runner on second does move over to third. Jericho, no, Lotte just scored. Hanwha has Hanwha has hit 1 ball out of the infield the entire day. So they have not had a chance to do anything, honestly. All right. Go Sung-min stepping in 1 for 2 on the day. He had a single and then flew out to left field in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1, 0-1. Oh, once again, another unearned run against Ryuhyun. Actually, that might be considered a... Would that be considered a... That's got to be considered a... earned run because that one didn't. Yeah. I'm talking about this as they're explaining it. The guys in the broadcast are behind my thought, and that's going to be a single. That's going to score a run. And actually, that's probably going to be a double as he fields it off the wall, throws it into third base. And that is going to be an unearned run. And it is now 3-0 on a double with 2 outs. And just misses 1-0. Reyes struck out in his last at-bats, 0 for 2 on the day. So that last run was unearned. Again, I talked about it. Yu Jin has really struggled the second time through the lineup. Opponents are hitting 444 in the fifth inning, 375 in the second inning. So, he struggled once he gets through that second lineup, or the third time as he's swing and a miss there, 2-1. And I really wonder if this is going to be a more common thing with all of the analytics and all of the pitch tracking that teams can see now, which is a couple pitches delayed. So and there's a single ripped up the middle, and that's going to be another run scored with an RBI single for Reyes. And that is 4-0. This part right here is going to be scary. I'm going to say it now. And what happened? I could not have predicted it any better, as that one bounces off the wall, and that's going to be a 1-run in and a RBI triple. I knew this was coming. How did I know it was coming? Because he's been struggling, and the freaking team doesn't go out to the pitching mound to talk to the pitcher, because this managing team is awful. They are so god awful at their job that I seriously would not let them coach a T-ball team. They are so bad. Like, unbelievably awful. Just, oh God, they're so bad. Foul, strike 2. They just leave him out. Go freaking talk to him. You have mound visits for a reason. Go use them. Jesus Christ, this managing squad is so bad. Oh my Lord. Like, no. I mean, he's only at 81 pitches, but he's given up 3 singles, a double, and a triple, and they still have just been sitting there writing down on their little notebook. Like, I would seriously not be surprised at all if the team literally is just like, okay, we're done playing for this guy. He's so awful. As that one misses outside, 2-2. Just, oh my Lord. Like, how? Oh yeah, Franco. Definitely. All right. Che Jae-hoon keeps peeking up, making sure he's not peeking at the signs, and that's going to be another strikeout. Ends the inning. That's Nasan Yup's 3rd strikeout. The old hat trick. But too little too late as Hanwha decides that they're not going to check in on their pitcher who's struggling. And once again, this management group shows that they should not be anywhere near a baseball field. Let me add my hits in here. And the air for Hanwha. All right, guys. It is the 5th inning break, or the 5th inning stretch. So I will be back in just a second. Refill your beverages, and I will be back in about a minute and a half. All right, I'm back. All right, JJ will lead things off for Hanwha. And first pitch. Imagine that. Another strike. Alright. And swings through that. 0-2. Kium's best player. They're gonna lose, and that's a swing and a miss on a pitch nowhere near the strike zone. Strikeouts number 9. He has 64 pitches on the day, ladies and gentlemen. 64 pitches. 64 pitches. 45 for strikes. 19 pitches. Like, just... All right, Ito Yoon looking to bunt as he looks at strike 1. Ay. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that's another swing and a miss. And as he hits himself in the head with the helmet, hoping that it'll make him not swing at pitches way out of the strike zone. And it didn't help because there's another strikeout on a pitch that wasn't near the strike zone. Pitch strikeouts number 10. I told you guys at the beginning that 10, 12 strikeouts. At this point, he's just going for records. Got them both under 5. You got Lotte and Hanwha both under 5. I don't know. You have to explain these betting terms to me, Mark. I don't know them very well. All right, Tae-Ho stepping in. He is, of course, 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts looking in that one. Catches the bottom corner of the zone. A absolutely beautiful pitch. And catches the outside corner on that one. And that's 1 and 2. And a swing on a pitch that's bounced in front of the plate as he strikes out the side and has 11 strikeouts on the day through 6 innings. At this point, it's just funny. I bet I know what it is, Nick. I bet they saw my video and they're like, we want this guy. We are going to lose until they hire me. That's got to be what it is. Right? That's the most logical answer, I would think. Maybe. I think. I don't know. Yeah. At this point, I don't know what anything is going. All right. I mean, that's the second inning he struck out all 3 batters. Jang-Min Jae out on the mound. 3.68 ERA, 5 games, 0-1 on the season, 7.1 innings, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a 2.05 whip. As Ryu Hyun-jin probably asked to come out. I guess, I don't know. Jang-Min Jae. The professor, I call him. Complete with his puffs of smoke. I mean, yeah, save Ryu Hyun-jin's arm. He's going to have to, you know. All right. Jang-Min Jae on the mound now, at this point. Yu Gang-nam stepping in. 1 for 2 on the day. And first pitch swinging, fouls it back into the Lotte fans. What's your score, Alan? Is it 1-1? 1-1. Yang E.G's up. And 1-1. Yeah, I just read an article about him today at lunch about he was DHing, but he went 0 for 10. And then he finally got to DH again, and they ended up going hitting 2 home runs or something. I didn't pay too much attention. But Jang-Min Jae with the strike looking as we can just get rid of all these strikeouts now. And the 1-2 misses low, 2-2. He does hit into a lot of double plays, though. All right. The 2-2 pitch coming up. Puff of smoke and misses. Ball 3 and full counts. I don't know of any catcher that is. I guess Real Muto would be the only catcher that's a runner, I would say. Because he's like massively different than all of the other runners. I you guys can't see both streams, so I'm looking at the vertical stream, and the last the last thing that anybody wrote was, "Is Hanwha Eagle have a chance to score?" And that's the only that's the last thing up there. So, all right, we've got still got our 3-2 count here. Jangmin Jae, pitch number 8 coming up. It was like 45 minutes ago or so. All right, the 3-2 pitch, and that bounces. Ball 4. I do like, so I have the 2 streams because it's a kind of a new thing where you can stream both vertically and horizontally. And I know the vertical stream shows up in like the shorts feed, so I get a lot more people in it, but I forget, like, because of the way my setup is, it's hard to see both chats because it won't mix them together, and I hate that. So Kim Min-suk, 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts, and that's first pitch swinging fouled away, 0-1. Yeah, I really wish I really wish YouTube would make it so that both of the chats can mix together instead of having 2 separate chats. Because sometimes I'll be talking to one and then the other. Yeah. So, and that misses way outside. 1-1. I don't think they've made any other changes. Just, yep. All right, the 1-1 pitch that's lifted into the air, giving chase. Jung Eun-wan calls him off, and there's almost a collision as Che In-ho cuts in front of the center fielder to take that play. And again, this is just more stuff that Hanwha is just, again, this goes back to, again, just absolutely poor fundamentals. That could have been extremely bad. And again, Jung Eun-wan has the right out there. He's the center fielder. The center fielder has the right over any other player. Solid chase there. So those of you that aren't quite familiar, I will break it down. There's a communication hierarchy in baseball. The number 1, so in the outfield, the center fielder is in charge of everything. If the center fielder calls a ball, everyone else backs off. Outside of that, then you have your 2 outfielders that are next in line because they're coming in on a ball. And then from there, you have the shortstop, second base. Shortstop is in charge of the infield, is swings through that 0-2. So anytime but Craig Biggio was a second baseman. So 0-2 here. And it doesn't get him to chase 1-2. Yeah, like, so obviously I watch a ton of Hanwha games. And there's so many things that I see that you learn as a elementary kid. As the 1-2 pitch gets him swinging, And that's his first strikeout, and his third strikeout of the day, as the number 5 and 7 hitters for Lotte have 3 Ks on the day each. We won't even go into the Hanwha side of things. But there's so many things that I see, like a right fielder catching a ball and trying to throw a guy out at third when there's a runner on first, but that's the first out. Like so many like fundamental things that I'm watching, and I'm just like, wait, what? No. And it ends up, the guy on first goes to second. Now you have the double play out. You had a ground ball, and then the runner scores because it's just so many fundamental things. And that is ripped into right field. Peraza fields it. Yukong Nam, not known for his speed, will hang out at second base. And Lotte has runners on first and second with 1 out. Oh, Hanwha is so much fun to watch, Hanwha is so much fun to watch, Oh, Franco, you just opened up a big old can. And 1-0 down the middle, 1-1. Franco, you'll need to make sure you got a beverage for this explanation, and I will tackle it at the end of this inning, because it's something it's something that you're gonna want to be like, you've got to be kidding me. You're gonna need some paper for this one. As the chopper to short tosses to second, and that's 3 away, and we will go to the 7th inning. Hanwha down 5-0. Alrighty. Okay, let me make sure I got my 9. Yep. Okay. Alright. So, last year they replaced the GM. They replaced him with the guy that is currently the GM. He used to be the Kium. He used to be the GM for Kium. Hanwha had a foreign manager at the time, Carlos Subero, who was not doing well, but at the same time, the team, they got no free agents. They were super young, and they said, okay, rebuilding is done. We're ready to win. So they took Chae-Wan Ho, who was the second league coach, who also was the coach in 2020 for a replacement coach. And he was so bad, I was literally like, I quit going to games. So the current coach started coaching last year in May. He is also, so the current coach's wife, this is where it gets good. The current coach's wife is her cousin is the GM's wife. So you got some nepotism that is allowing the manager for Hanwha to remain in the dugout. Again, he was so bad, I quit going. That I quit going to games, as An Jeong looks at ball 1 on the outside. Nepotism. He's in the dugout. He signed a 3-year contract, even though he's never won anything. He won the second league in 2022, as that one's in there for a strike, 1-1. He won the second league in 2022 because he had a bunch of team players who were going down because they weren't performing at the second league or the first league. So as we've got another ball hit into the outfield foul. Yeah. Basically, everybody is calling for him to be fired because he is not doing his job. The Hanwha now has one of the highest payrolls in the league. They've signed big free agents. An Chi-hong, Chae-Yeon-sung, Ri Hyun-jin. Yeah. As he fouls another one out of play. No, definitely not. Basically, I don't know if you subscribe to me or whatever, Franco, but I uploaded a video yesterday about my thoughts. And that one's fouled right at the dugouts, 1-2 still. Yeah, so that's another thing, Franco, is so Hanwha, when they come up to bat the first time, they have a whole lineup song where they say like, oh, number one, who the batter is. And then at the end, that says the manager. And we've got another ground ball, a 6-3 put-out. 1 out. So they usually would say the manager's name, and then everybody would be cheering, but for a long time now, it's just been dead quiet. But now it's boos. Yeah, booing is not a thing in Korea. All right, 1 away here. We've got Peraza stepping in. Let's get some music. He is 0 for 2 on the day. And that's going to be a single, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a hit. We have a hit. Ladies and gentlemen, only 6 1/3 inning, and Hanwha has a hit. Let us celebrate together, ladies and gentlemen. And, all right, I'm back. We were celebrating that single. Peraza got to hit the foreign batter for Hanwha. A huge. Yeah, he was a catcher for 3 years, but come on, man, he's not a catcher. And No Shiwan looks at strike 2. Barnes is upset. Barnes is pissed. Peraza. I just imagine what Hanwha would be like if they still had O'Grady. Because they had O'Grady through this point last year. All right, the 0-2 pitch and swings on that. And that's going to be a 3rd strikeout for him. And the 12th strikeout for Barnes. That is, I believe they just said it was his personal record. I believe that, yeah, they said it was his career high. And 2 outs. All right, Chae-Yeon-sung did reach on a strikeout earlier as he looks at strike 1 on the outside. 82 pitches for Barnes so far. 82 pitches, 12 strikeouts. Okay, that is his career best. Well, his girlfriend and his girlfriend's mom are in the stands, so he wanted, you know, he probably asked, "Hey, can I get a hit just for them?" You know, I'm sure they're like, "Yeah, okay." Chainsaw. All right, so the 0-2 pitch here. 2-0, yeah. And he did not chase on that. I'm happy about that. Oh, yeah, Barnes, you got to watch the watch. You got to watch the clock. It's very important. My preseason predictions are slowly forming. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Swing goes down and gets that pitch out of the zone, fouls it away. 1-2. Let's do a different sound of music for this one. We've got a pitcher's duel in Daegu also. You got 5 hits and 3 walks total between the two teams. Still haven't scored any runs. And doesn't go fishing. I like it. Again, Chaeun-sung and An Chi-hong have been swinging at those pitches way off the plate this year. They did their research. Now he's gonna come up inside. Here comes up slider. Here comes fastball away. He missed his spot. Fouls that one away. Barnes throws 4 pitches: fastball, slider, changeup, 2-seam. 144 on his fastballs, 128, 129 on his 2 off-speed pitches. And the 2-2 again. Chaeun-sung hitting 202. Barnes with 12 strikeouts. The 2-2 pitch, 2 outs. Number 22 batting and fouls that straight back. And we will reset with the same stats that we just had. Barnes, number 28, facing Chaeun-sung, number 22, with 2 outs, a 2-2 count. Chaeun-sung hitting 202 on the season. Hanwha looking for their second hit, and Chaeun-sung looking to be on base for the second time today. Or strikeout. That's a good day right there. 13 strikeouts. But Hanwha got a hit, ladies and gentlemen. Hanwha got a hit. What a day Hanwha is having. $13 Ks. See if Hanwha changes pitchers again. Yep, Kim Bum-soo will be coming in for Hanwha. Fantastic day here in the old broadcast booth. I'm going to start calling that this. The broadcast booth. I don't know if he ever played in... He played for the Twins. He did 2021. He played for the Twins, 0-3. As Hanwha again change pitches. Kim Bum-Soo, 7.50 ERA, 15 games, 0 wins, 0 losses, 0 saves, 1 whole, 12 innings, 17 strikeouts, 9 walks, and a 1.42 WHIP. Sometimes I even impress myself. So Charlie Barnes in 2021 played for the Minnesota Twins. He played in 9 games, 8 starts, 1 finished, 5.92 ERA. Yeah, I mean, again, he's going to be 6-0 against Hanwha in his 8 games. And misses up high, a ball 1. Yeah, well, of course not, Nick, because the rubbish is already out in Busan. Well, probably in the dugouts, but... And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. Wow, this is his 3rd year in the KBO. I mean, he's pitched well. Swing, and that's going to be strike number 2. Do we have any more subs here? I feel like it's time to start changing some players here, but maybe not. All right, the 1-2 pitch here. Again, Kim Bum-Soo he struggles whenever he comes in to start an inning. That's his biggest thing, is when he comes in to start an inning, he always has issues. As fouls, that's one back, 1-2. When he comes in, like in an important situation, and again, you also have to think that he was just used for 2 innings every game, every other game last year, and just completely drained. I don't know how much he has left. All right, and that's popped up. Che Tae-hoon giving chase. Cheon Sung calls him off, and that's going to be 1 away. Che Tae-hoon looked a little strange on that. I'm not going to lie. That was he didn't look like he wanted to get out of the crouch. He looked, very, very, very strange on that. All right, Kim Bum-Soo 1 away on that pop up to the first baseman in foul territory. Why is my sheet so far off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's why. All right, the 0-1 pitch reaches down, fouls that one off, and it's 0-2. As Kim Bum-Soo, once a different ball, was not happy with that one. All right, the 0-2 pitch coming up and goes down and just gets a piece of that, fouls it back down into the ground and back up against the screen behind home plate. Again, Reyes is a tall man. I believe he is 6'6". He's lifted at 196. So he is a tall individual. So when I say he goes down to get a pitch, he really does go down to get a pitch, and they try to bounce it in there, and that's going to be not chased, and 1-2. Hanwha really needs Kim Bum-soo to be able to pitch out of this bullpen. And that's just catches its 147 on the gun as he is way late on it, but fouls it out into the stands over in right field. Or not necessarily right field, but anyway. And we will resets for another 1-2 pitch. Pitch number 6 of this at bat. Reyes does not strike out much. 23 strikeouts as he looks at the ball 2 there. 12 walks. He's 4th in the league in hits. 3rd in batting average, as that will take a little bit of hits, as he had 362 batting average coming in, and he's a measly 1 for 3 today so far. And that's going to be a chopper up the middle. What a play! What a play by Lee Do-yoon. Up the middle, behind second base, grabs it, turns, and throws immediately. One hops it to the first baseman, and that's... What a play. I thought that was going to be a single. Good position. One hops, Cheon-sung with a solid scoop over there at first base, and we've got 2 away. Good positioning, fields it in front of him, throws falling back into the grass, and we've got a pitching change. Okay. I was trying to figure out why we had a pitching change here if he was facing a righty, but Reyes is one of the switch hitters. And we'll have I'm going to assume it's going to be Park Sang-an. Nope, Han Seung-ju. What time is it, Franco? We got ourselves a Han Seung-ju, I believe, just came back up today, maybe yesterday. Him and Lee Myung-gi both came up. Lee Myung-gi will, I assume, be playing some center field soon. Has yet to make his season debut for Hanwha. 524. You still getting any snow down in the Front Range? All right, Han Seung-ju, 15.75 ERA, 3 games, 1 loss. He will face Junjunu, and swings. So that's 1. 0-1. I know a lot of my friends up in the mountains were posting pictures the other day about a bunch of snow, and that's misses 1-1. And misses inside. Three and 1. It's a big delay. All right. Going with a 3 away, and that's going to be chopped. Idoyun scoops it, throws over, and we've got a 1-2-3 inning. Yeah, I used to live in the mountains there in Colorado. So Alright, we will head to the 8th. Hanwha has got a hit. Can they score a run? Yeah, I used to live in Silverthorne and Frisco. I guess technically not. I don't know if it was technically Silverthorne. Yeah, I lived there, and I lived in Frisco for a while, and then also Summit Cove, which was right by Keystone, about a half a mile from Keystone. So Barnes is back out there, as he should be. 13 strikeouts. Yeah, I love Frisco. Summit Cove I liked because it was so close to the mountains. So I would get up in the morning, go ride, and then go to work at 10. All right, Barnes out there. 89 pitches, 0 for 2 on the day for Jung and Wan. Looks at strike one on the inside. So Jung Do Sung moves into right field for Lotte. Let me try and get that, as that misses way outside. Jung Do Sung. And misses outside 2-1. I have to imagine that if he gets a base runner, that he will be done for the day. And that one misses way wide. 3-1. Jung and Wan, don't imagine we'll be swinging on this. 159 average, again 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a groundout, and that's in there for a strike, and this is only his second full count of the day. And that's fouled out. I'm actually from Missouri. I lived in Colorado for a couple years. So before I moved to Korea, I traveled around the U.S. for about 5 years. Colorado, New Hampshire, Missouri, Kansas City, and I don't have no idea what that shortstop was doing. But we've got another single, ladies and gentlemen. We've got another single. That is 2 hits on the day. But I would love to go back to Colorado, but I don't know, man. It's just so expensive to live up there in the mountains. I used to take swimming lessons in Flatirons. So I like a place like that, Flatirons, where you're outside of Boulder or, Fort Collins or someplace like that. I think would be someplace I could possibly see myself at, as that's misses outside. Oh, really? I am from El Capital of Missourio. And the 1-0 pitch. Pop that one up. Catcher giving chase, and that's out of play. I think I'm trying to think. I'm almost positive my high school or my college roommate was from Baldwin. I want to say, yeah. He went to, or maybe it was Eureka. All right, the 1-1 pitch, and that is ripped into the gap in right, and that's going to be Jung-in-Won giving chase to third, and that's going to be a double for Moon Yun-Ben as we've got runners on second and third. Hanwha has runners in scoring position, ladies and gentlemen. They have runners in scoring position. Everybody, get ready, because here it comes. And I believe that's probably going to be the end of the day for Barnes, as that was pitch number 99. Bunts with second and third, no outs, down 5. The saddest part is I would be irate if I saw it, but I wouldn't be surprised if I saw it. And Barnes is still out there. That's going to bring up Che Jae-hoon. How about a hit by pitch here? How about a hit by pitches? Lotte's got a couple guys up in the bullpen. Here comes pitch number 100 on the day for Barnes. And that's just catches the outside. Strike one. That's right, hit by pitch to load him up. The biggest thing here is they've got runners on second and third with no out instead of runners on first and second with no outs. Runners on first and second with no outs is a very, very awful, awful position to be for Hanwha because they struggle so much. Second and third is a completely different situation as he swings at a pitch way below the zone, 0-2. Che Jae-hoon is tough to strike out. He is not a guy that strikes out a lot. Has struck out today twice in both of his at-bats. On the season, he's got 12 strikeouts. So, again, that's how good Barnes has been pitching today. Che Jae-hoon is struck out twice. Here he is sitting at 0-2. And pitch number 102 for Barnes. As that is lifted to center, but is it going to be deep enough? He's going to tag up, and that's going to be a run, ladies and gentlemen. Hanwha has got a run on the sacrifice to center field by Che Jae-hoon, and Hanwha is on the board. Only took 7 in the third innings. Oops, wrong button. Probably, that would have been a close play at the plate if the game was a little bit closer. And he is upset at himself. And and that will be it for Barnes, I believe, as they're on the mound. They give him a congratulations. I'm sure you'll hear the standing ovation. Barnes, 7.1 innings, 13 strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits, and 1 run. He is still responsible for the man at second base if Hanwha decides to hit some. The biggest thing for me is Hanwha 1 had 3 hits. But the one, they didn't have a hit to the 7th. And up until that single, they only had 1 ball hit in the air. Oh, we've got 3 hits I don't want to rob you guys of some celebration. Now the game gets interesting as we are into... Lee Do-yoon is going to take a seat as we've got a pinch hitter. So we will start with a pinch hitter. Kim Tae-yeon will be pinch hitting because he does so well when he pinch hits. But on the mound, replacing Barnes will be Che Jun-young. And then Hanwha will have Lee Do-yoon taking over. Or sorry, Lee Do-yoon being pinch hit by Kim Tae-yeon. And again, I'm going to question what the heck all this means because Che Jun-young is a righty, so they pinch hit a righty against the lefty to face a righty, but they didn't have... So they're going to use a righty here as a pinch hitter to face a righty instead of the lefty who was already in. And then from there, he's going to have to be he's going to have to be replaced in defense with, and then I guess, now we've got another pinch hitter, Wang Young-mook. Mookie's up, Nick. Mookie is up. Your boy is up. So we've wasted through as that one misses inside 1-0. I really wish they would get some music for this man. Sing it in your head, Nick. At least he went and used another pinch hitter here to bring up the lefty-righty matchup. I will say he has done something. I'm like, okay, that's... Man, that is the smoothest shaved adult I have ever seen in my life. Park Sung-an was the backup catcher for 2 years before they ever had music for him. And he is looking at a 3-0 counts. Even the announce... Man, that guy has a very smooth face as he catches the bottom of the zone. Mookie's got to get some more Pine Tar, and Che Jun-young decides if he wants Pine Tar, I want a new ball. Nick, maybe it's just my TV, but does this guy pitching not look like he just finished shaving, like just now? 22 years old and doesn't look like he has ever seen a facial hair. And the 3-1 pitch fouled out of play, 3-2. It's like a commercial. What is 22? And just gets a piece of that. It's 3-2. Reset it, ladies and gentlemen. It's like they had a barber sitting in the bullpen cleaning these guys up before they head out to pitch. And another 3-2 counts. Pitch number 7. Moon Ben over on second base. The double. Shea Jae-hoon with the sacrifice. And that's going to be a walk. And Mookie is on first. As Hanwha is now going to flip it over to the top of the lineup with another lefty, Jae-in-ho, who is 0 for 3 on the day with 3 strikeouts, two looking, and looking for his first contact of the day, as we might have ourselves another pitching change, as Yu Gong-nam takes his sweet little stroll over to the mound, and there we go. We've got ourselves another pitching change. As they will bring in a lefty. I will get you some updated stats and information. So, ooh, yes, I love to see this guy's coming in, and I will explain why. The guy coming in now... Okay, so the guy coming in now, the lefty, used to be a Hanwha player, used to be a Hanwha pitcher, and he was bad. I'm talking 60% balls, like he could not throw strikes. If I look here, his 2020 ERA for Hanwha was 13.5. His 2021 ERA for Hanwha was 10.97. This year he's got an 8.10 ERA. They tried to have him start a couple times, but he just couldn't throw strikes. What do I mean by that? So 2018, he pitched 8 innings. He had 7 walks. 2019, he had 49 innings and 29 walks. 2020, he had 8 innings and 6 walks. And then 2021, he had 10 innings and 12 walks. This season, he's 8.10 ERA, 13 games, 6.2 innings, 2 strikeouts, and 10 walks to with his 1.95 whip, which means, yes, he walks people. He walks more than a batter an inning. Yeah. Everything's always all right here in Daejeon, as we've got Jae-in-ho facing the lefty who can't throw strikes, and he throws one there. 0-1. Robbing me of a job in the dugouts. And the 0-1. And just catches the outside corner. 0-2. Somebody might have stole Hanwha's bats. They just got them back. Just got some replacements. All right, the 0-2. He chops it. First baseman, and we've got the runners moved over. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We moved the runners over without a bunt. And we've got another pitching change, as they're going to go to a righty now. And once again, another pitching change. And they're going to their closer. They're going... the Hanwha Eagles? Not much. Most of the baseball teams in Korea lose money. They're just advertisement. Do they need their closer? No. It is a closing situation, though. It is a closing situation. Yeah, my understanding is most of the baseball teams in Korea lose money. I could be wrong on that, but I know Doosan is struggling for money. They were trying to sell the team a couple years ago. Corona really hurt the KBO. Kim Won-jung, the closer for 3.14 ERA. He's got 14 games, 6 saves, 3 straight games with a save. That means that's going to probably be broken pretty soon, I would imagine. They've only got a 4-run lead. Against Hanwha, he's played in 1 game, 1 save, faced 6 batters in only 1 inning, gave up a hit, 3 walks. So 13.14 or 3.14 ERA, 14 games, 2 losses, 6 saves, 14.1 innings, 18 strikeouts, 11 walks, and a 1.53 WHIP. But again, he has not pitched well against Hanwha, and he has saved his last 3 games, which means he is due for some regression. His last save, he did give up a home run, but still got the save. And An Jeong looks at ball 1, and the umpire makes sure to walk out and tap his watch to let him know that he did not throw the ball. Woo! Almost airmailed that ground ball. And that's a 5-3 putouts. Hey, easy on the long hair thing, man. Easy on the long hair. That will be the end of the 8th. Yeah. No, it's got to be it's Korea, so it's got to be by Galaxy. What Galaxy is it still called? Galaxy Gear? I really don't know. No, Hanwha did score a run, ladies and gentlemen. They had 2 hits that inning and also scored a run. Yeah. So Wong Young-mook obviously taking over at shortstop. They don't have much left for a bench, Hanwha. They got their backup catcher and 2 outfielders, 2 center fielders, Iwan Suk and Im Young-gi. Not that I know of. I don't know any. I've heard of something, but that's as much as I know. I'm sure they are at some points. Some people who are way cooler than me. All right, Han Seung-ju back out on the mound. And first pitch in there for a strike. Na Seung-yup, strikeouts, 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 and quickly down 0-2. Nossing up average down to 250 after his lovely hat trick so far today. And he fouls that one back. Didn't somebody get shot like at Drake's house or his bodyguard or something? Saw something. Well, they got their 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up next, Franco. And that one misses up high, 1 and 2. Hanwha is very, very good at putting the tying run at the plate. And that misses outside, ball 2, 2 and 2. And the 2-2 pitch coming up. Misses outside, goes from 0 and 2 to 3 and 0. It sounds like the beautiful story of the KBO, Alan. And goes from 0-2 to walking them. Ouch. So Yu Nam stepping in 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Yeah, leadoff walks, they're always good, especially in close games. Luckily, this one's not close. All right. Yeah. And that misses 4 straight balls. So 5 straight balls so far. And 6. Oh, catches the bottom corner of that one. What a beautiful pitch. Dreads. Well, Lotte has an awful bullpen. And misses outside at 2 and 1. I'll give you some stats. So if we look at the bullpens, Lotte has a 5.48 ERA for their bullpen this season. And that just misses. Oh my. Lotte also has blown 5 saves on the season. So there you go. That is your welcoming stats, Mr. Franco. And that one just catches the corner, and that's going to be another. We got two Coloradoans in here now. And the 3-2 pitch, that's going to be a chopper. Noshiwan scoops it up, throws to first, and that's 1 away. Does move the runner over, but 1 out. There's always a chance. This is the KBO. All right, Han Seung-ju versus Kim Min-suk. Kim Min-suk 0 for 3 on the day, also enjoying a lovely hat trick. And looks at strike 1. And here comes the 0-1 pitch, way inside, 1-1. Why is that not showing up? He's got a runner on second. There we go. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Pitch number 21 for Han Sung-ju. And he golfs that one off the ground and lifts it and in the middle of no man's land. And that is going to not score. Oh, it's going to score a run because he drops the ball. Throws him out at home, but the catcher drops the ball on the tag. Oh, man. Excellent base running there. Great throw. Nah, not a great throw, but calls him out at home and then has to change his call as he dropped the ball. And we're 0-2 now. As that ground ball squibbles down the line and foul. All right. And that's going to be a strikeout. One, two, or three, yes, the breaks. Franco, I can't help you. I don't know anything about gambling. All right, Park Sung-wook, who singled and well, you have KT. KT has got the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out. And 1-1. And this strike 2. Eugene. Yeah. And they're home. And the 1-2 pitch, chopped foul. Reset it for another 1-2 pitch. And way outside, 2-2. Unfortunately, not tonight. I was hoping this was going to be a quick game. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. And swings and a miss. And that's going to be a strikeout. Throw to first. And, yeah, we are going to head to the 9th inning. Hanwha. Whoops. Awful. They really give him an error on that dropped ball? Maybe they... I only do Hanwha games. Franco. I'm actually a Hanwha season ticket holder, so I go to every Hanwha home game, and then I announce all of the away games. Oh. Yeah, I've been I live a few blocks from the stadium actually. That's why those are all Hanwha uniforms. Well, except for a couple that are my uniforms, but yeah. I unfortunately am a Hanwha fan. All right. Yeah, I like the thinking, Nick. I like the thinking. Maybe it's like, Nick, it's like a reverse boycott for the A's, where this is the Eagles hats. And Peraza stepping in. He had the first single. Yep. Yeah. The 0-1 pick. And fouled away 0-2. Should be Sanchez. Or no, Pena. This is outside. 1-2. Yeah, so usually following Yu Hyun Jin should be Pena. So Pena and misses way up 2-2. Pena last year, 3 games, had a 1.88 ERA against Lotte, but didn't win a game. 3 games and only 14 innings. Something doesn't sound right. Wow, that announcer got really... no. He's either really good or not very good at all. How do you pitch 3 games with a 1.88 ERA but only throw 14 innings? And that's going to be a ground ball, seconds, and 1 away. Pena in his last starts, 5 innings, 1 run. Before that, against KT, 11, 4 innings, 5 runs. The problem for Pena is he walks so many and he gives up so many home runs that he's 5th in the league in walks. He just can't go past 5 innings. No Shiwan stepping in. I like it, Joel. I like it. When they did play against Na earlier, that's the game that they lost 1-0. That Na had 10 strikeouts against Hanwha. It was the game that ended the Hanwha 7-game winning streak. They had plenty of chances to score, but bunts and other stupidity caused basically any momentum that they had to vanish away like a lead in the KBO, as that's filed away 2-1. Yeah, 1.8 actually, but didn't get the win. Didn't get the decision. Gave up 1 run. All right, the 2-1 pitch to No Shiwan, 246 on the season, way up high, 3-1. What do you mean? Why are you interviewing Barnes? Lotte hasn't won yet, says that's chopped foul, and we've got ourselves another full count. 3-2. Now she's like, yeah, and we'll have an interview with Charlie Barnes after this game. That's until you see No Shiwan hit a 5-run homer with nobody out in the top of the ninth to tie the game. And the 3-2 pitch, and that is crushed. And into the fans way down the line. All right, here comes another 3-2 pitch. And another foul. Yeah, crushed foul. Well, I gotta supply my own excitement, Franco. I don't know, Kenny. If there's a chance, I would still like to go to each stadium this year, but the problem is it's so difficult to get, and that's going to be a liner up the middle, and we've got a base runner. And another hit for Hanwha. Yeah. So I would love to get to some games, but the biggest problem is for some reason Hanwha fans still love going to Hanwha games. And I don't want to fight the crowds to get tickets. But if I do, I will definitely tell you. All right. Here comes Cheon Sung. He's 0-for-3 on the day with a strikeout, a 6-3 groundout, and another strikeout. Average is looks at strike one on the outside. Waiting for them to plop the average out. Average is a very lovely Mendoza line, 200 on the season. That's what I thought it was. If I sat on the Lotte side, that would cause a riot. And way inside, 1-1. I could sit in the middle, Kenny. Kenny, I assume you know, you remember Carrie Meyer, right? Somebody is right by a speaker with those little clapper things as he holds up on that 2-1. Yeah, I remember he was here for one of the games as Chan Sung fouls. That's 2-2. Yeah, he was here for one of the games, and like he was over in the Hanwha section talking to me and my buddy Luke, and like the like the Hanwha fans and the Lotte fans were like flipping out because like, oh, is he gonna become a Hanwha fan? Blah 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 blah. Like, yeah, absolutely ridiculous. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Again, we have some defensive substitutions, I think, for Lotte, but I'm not gonna bother. And the 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be strikeouts number 3, looking at a pitch down the middle. And 2 outs as his average drops below the lovely Mendoza line as the captain's curse for Hanwha continues. Excellent eye. He watched it the whole way. Watched it the whole way. Poor Hanwha fans stuck in the middle of that. All right, Jungwon, you do have a single, and you are the 1 run scored by Hanwha. And, yeah. And looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. There you go. Some of these boys in here are going to get paid. Maybe. You still got to get through the rest of the KBO bullpens. And that's a beautiful curveball. Wow. Even Jungwon's like, wow, I didn't even know you threw that ball. Wow. All right. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Misses inside. Try to get him to chase, but he's got a good eye, ladies and gentlemen. Kium did their best Hanwha impression. Tried to play well for a little bit, and then reality kicked in as they are quickly trying to race Hanwha to the bottom. And the 1-2 pitch. Did he go? Nope. 2-2. And even though he doesn't hit very well lately, he still has a very good eye. Walks a lot. And the 2-2 pitch coming up. Hanwha down 6-1, down to their last outs with 2 outs. And foul. 2-2. KBO is just a rough thing to bet on. And that's going to be a 4-3 putout to end the game. And Hanwha loses 6-1 on a ground out. And that ends it for Hanwha. They did manage 4 full hits and a 1 run on the day. 2 errors. More errors than runs. Just the Hanwha way. Barnes, you can't do anything when Barnes pitches that well. Again, 7.1 innings, 102 pitches, 3 hits, 13 strikeouts. He is once again, absolutely dominating Hanwha. He is now 6-0 in his 8 games against Hanwha in his career. I'm not even going to go over any of this. Ryunjin pitched well until he didn't, and then obviously the manager didn't go out to talk or anything, and then it just fell apart from there. He 5 innings, 84 pitches, 60 for strikes, 7 strikeouts, but ended up 5 runs, 4 of them in that 5th inning. Just rough. But all right. Thank you guys for watching. I will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, different Hanwha team, I wish. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys, everybody, for hanging out and listening to me yell at the dugouts from an hour and a half away. I will see you guys tomorrow.